Alabo stepped back like the ground burned her feet. The elders looked at each other. The chief's face was dark with anger. He rose slowly. Alabo, he said, voice low, is this true? She opened her mouth but no words came out. Just a fake cough. Then another. Then, silence. The chief turned to the guard. Take her inside. Lock her in the woman's quarters. What? No. Brother, you can't do this to me. Alabo screamed. But the guards grabbed her. She kicked. She spat. She cursed. But they dragged her away. The chief turned to me. You will stay in the church. No one will touch you again. I will make sure of that. I nodded, too stunned to speak. Obinna took my hand again. And for the first time in forever, I felt safe. Even if it was just for a moment. That night, the church compound felt different. Quiet. Too quiet. No whispers. No threats. No blood on the door. But peace. Not really. Because peace doesn't come the same day the storm ends. It hides and watches. Mama F cooked yam porridge. Obinna stayed behind, sitting outside like a silent guard. I watched him from the window, chest rising and falling, eyes fixed on nothing. Mama, I said slowly, do you think it's really over? She looked up from her bowl. Evil doesn't die in one day, my child. It retreats. Waits. Changes clothes. I swallowed hard. She was right. Alabo was locked up, not gone. And people like her. They don't forgive. They reload. As if reading my thoughts, Obinna walked in. She sent someone, he said without sitting. I stood up quickly. Who? When? Just now. While I was outside. A small boy. Said she wants to speak with you. Me? I asked, confused. Obinna nodded. She says she has something to confess. Mama F's voice rose sharply. Confess. From the palace cell. Don't listen. That woman is as poisonous as a viper. But what if it's real? I asked. What if it's something I need to know? Obinna's jaw clenched. If you're going, I'm going too. Mama F crossed her arms. Then I'm coming as well. She won't try anything with all three of us. I nodded slowly. 10 minutes later, we were at the palace again, this time standing outside the small locked quarters where women were kept for discipline. The guard looked bored as he let us in. Alabo was sitting on the floor, her wrapper loose, her face pale. But her eyes, still sharp, still burning. Adanna, she said weakly, you finally become a woman. I didn't respond. She laughed. I saw it coming. The day your mother died, I knew this day would come. Obinna stepped forward. If you called her here to insult her. No, she said, coughing. Not insult. Truth. I'm tired of holding it in. Mama F folded her arms. Speak then. We don't have all night. Alabo's eyes found mine again. You're not just any girl, Adanna. You're more. I frowned. What does that even mean? She looked at me for a long time. Then whispered, your mother wasn't just an ordinary woman. She had something. Power. She kept it hidden. Even from you. My stomach twisted. What kind of power? She could speak things into being. She could pray and fire would come. But she hid it because your father feared her. And me. I hated her for it. I stepped back. Why are you telling me this now? Because you carry the same blood. The same fire. You just haven't found it yet. Her voice dropped lower. And when you do, I want you to remember me. Not as a stepmother, but as a warning. I froze. What kind of warning was that? Was this guilt? Or a threat wrapped in fear? Mama F turned to the guard. We are done here. As we walked out, I felt the chill behind my neck. Something was off. As if she knew something we didn't. Obinna placed his hand gently on my back. Don't let her words live in your head. But they already had. You just haven't found it yet. What was buried inside me? And why did she sound so sure it would wake? The morning after Alabo's words, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw my mother. Not how she looked when she died, but how I remembered her. Soft voice. Strong eyes. Warm hands that prayed over my head each night, whispering things I never really understood. She could pray and fire would come. What if Alabo wasn't lying? What if Mama was something more? Something powerful. I needed answers. Real ones. Obinna, I whispered outside the church compound. He was fixing a broken bench, but looked up immediately. I need to visit someone. Alone. He frowned. Who? My mother's cousin. Mama Masoma. She knew her better than anyone. Obinna stood. Then I'm coming with you. I know the road through the back of the village. We left quietly, avoiding attention. The sun was still low. But inside, my heart was burning. Mama Masoma lived in a small mud house hidden behind thick banana trees. She was old. Very old. Some said over 100. But her mind was still sharp. When she opened the door and saw me, her eyes filled with tears. You look just like her, she whispered, pulling me into a long embrace. I need to know the truth, I said quickly. About my mother. About what she could do. Her lips trembled. She told you nothing. I shook my head. She protected you. From the village. From your father. From everyone. Obinna stepped aside, giving us space. Mama Masoma reached into an old wooden box and brought out a faded photo of my mother, young, smiling, holding a small white candle. She was gifted. Not by charms. Not by juju. But by something deeper. She could pray and make sick people rise. She could sing and the rain would stop. My mouth went dry. She called it light, Mama Masoma said. And she only used it for good. Then why did she die? I asked, voice shaking. If she had all that power, why didn't it protect her? She gave it up, the old woman said, tears in her eyes. To protect you. The night you almost died of fever, she prayed all night and said, take mine. Give her life. And she passed before morning. Silence. My chest ached. She died, for me. I whispered. Mama Masoma nodded. And what she gave, is inside you now. You may not feel it, but one day it will rise. Obinna stepped forward. That's why Alabo is afraid. Yes, Mama Masoma said. Because darkness always fears light. We left in silence. But my heart was loud. My mother's love wasn't just memory. It was alive. Inside me. And if Alabo thought she could bury me, she was wrong. The seed she buried was about to grow. That night, I couldn't help but wish things weren't this way. It started as a hum in my chest. A buzzing. A warmth that spread to my fingers, like my blood had remembered something my mind hadn't. I stared at the ceiling of the church room, heart pounding. Then I saw it. My mother. Standing by the window. Wearing white. Face calm. Eyes full of light. I sat up quickly. Mama. She didn't speak. Just lifted her finger to her lips and pointed to the mirror beside the window. I stood and walked to it slowly. The candle flickered. And for the first time, I saw it clearly. Something in my eyes. Something glowing. I blinked. Gone. Obinna knocked. Adanna. You okay? I turned quickly, voice shaking. Yeah, just thinking. He walked in, barefoot, looking worried. You've been quiet since we got back. I saw her, I whispered. Saw who? My mother. He froze. Like in a dream? No. She was here. She didn't speak, but she showed me something. In the mirror. Obinna's brows furrowed. What did you see? My eyes. They weren't normal. There was light in them. It sounds crazy. It's not, he said gently. You're not crazy. You're awakening. Awakening. He nodded. You're remembering what they tried to erase. What your mother gave up everything for. That gift. I sat on the edge of the bed. But what do I do with it? Before he could answer, a loud knock hit the church compound gate. Bang! 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 Mama F's voice rang out. Who's there? No answer. Another bang. Obinna rushed out. I followed. Mama F was already at the gate, holding a lantern. When she opened it, a young girl fell in, covered in bruises and crying. It's Chika, Mama F gasped. Alabo's niece. The girl was shaking. She sent me, she escaped, she said you would pay, all of you, the girl and the boy. Mama F pulled her in. What do you mean escaped? She drugged the guard. Switched clothes. She's out. My blood went cold. She's coming here. The girl nodded. With 2 men. I heard her say it. She's going to burn something, someone. Obinna clenched his fist. Let her come. No. Mama F said. That woman doesn't come to fight. She comes to destroy. I felt the fire in my chest again. This time stronger. Hotter. I stepped forward. No more running, I said. No more hiding. I'm done being afraid. Obinna looked at me like he saw something different in my eyes. Like I changed. Maybe I had. Then we face her, he said. Mama F shook her head. We prepare for her. Prepare how? I asked. She walked to the altar, picked up a small white cloth, and handed it to me. Your mother used to wear this when she prayed. Wrap it. Hold it. And speak with your whole heart. I tied it around my wrist, shaky but steady. Outside, thunder rumbled. The wind rose. Obinna looked at me and whispered, she's coming tonight. And I whispered back, let her come. The rain came first. Not gentle drops, no. It slammed against the roof like war drums. Obinna shut the windows while Mama F lit every candle in the house. Shadows danced on the walls, and each flicker looked like a hand reaching for my throat. She'll come under the storm, Mama F said, steadying the lantern. Like all vipers do. Are you ready? Obinna asked me. I wasn't sure what ready looked like anymore. But I nodded. The cloth my mother once prayed with was still tied to my wrist. I could feel warmth pulsing from it, as if something unseen was holding me close. Then we heard it. 3 knocks. Slow. Heavy. Like a deer. Obinna moved to the door, but I stepped in front of him. Let me. Adanna. She didn't come for you. She came for me. I grabbed the handle and opened the door. There she stood. Soaked from head to toe. Hair loose, face streaked with mud, eyes wild. She looked more like a ghost than a woman. You look just like her, she whispered. I said nothing. Where's the boy? She asked, stepping forward. The one who thinks he can protect you. Obina moved beside me. She smacked. Loyal dog. Let's see how loud you bark when I cut off your leash. Take one more step, I said, and I swear, you'll regret it. She laughed. You. Regret. What can you do that your mother couldn't? Then she threw something. A dark powder. Smoke exploded in the air. Mama F screamed from behind. Obina pushed me back. But I didn't run. Because this time, the fear didn't win. This time, I reached for the cloth on my wrist and whispered, Mama, if you're watching, stand with me. Something shifted. Inside me. Around me. The smoke cleared. And Alabo was frozen. Her hand still in the air. Eyes wide. What did you do? She hissed. I didn't do anything, I said calmly. But someone did. I stepped forward. She stepped back. You thought you killed her. But her love didn't die. Shut up. Her light didn't die. I said shut up, she screamed, rushing toward me. Obina tried to grab her, but I raised my hand, without thinking, and she stopped. Not by force. By something unseen. She choked, like air had thickened around her. I stepped closer. You broke me once. But now. I remember who I am. She dropped to her knees. Not crying. Just breathing, hard. Afraid. Mama F stood in awe. It's happening. Obina looked at me like he was seeing me for the first time. Alabo coughed, gasped, and screamed, I'll be back. You hear me? This isn't over. Maybe not, I said softly. But tonight, you lost. She crawled out of the compound. Broken. Small. For once, I felt taller. Not because of pride. But because I stood. For the first time in my life. I stood. And didn't fall.